Now I am taking an example to explain the concept of price elasticity of demand. How can you determine the value of price elasticity of demand? You see, first go to the statement of the example. Suppose the price of X increases from rupees 20 per kg to rupees 22 per kg. That means there is an increment in the price of X commodity. Here commodity is X, we considered here, increases from rupees 20 to 22 per kg. Price increases from 20, original price was 20, now it is 22, and as a result definitely there will be a fall in demand. So demand for X falls from 100 to 80 kgs. That is, original amount of demand was 100, now it is 80 kgs due to increment in the price of commodity. Now you calculate the price elasticity of demand. So how can you do it? You see, you write down the primary price. First you write down primary price. It is indicated by P equal to how much? It was rupees 20. Now new price is how much? It is indicated by P1. It is equal to rupees 22. These informations are given. Now you determine what? Change in price. That is change in price. How can you determine it? P1 minus P. So we have got earlier. So P1 is what here? 22 minus 20, that is equal to 2. So the value of delta V equal to 2. Next, primary demand. Primary demand is equal to how much? It was 100. It is X falls from 100. So you write here 100 units, and then new demand is equal to 80 kg. Here you write unit is 80 kg. So delta Q will be Q1 minus Q, that is equal to 80 minus 100. It is what? Minus 20. So delta Q equal to minus 20. Simple calculation. I think all of you get this concept. Now to calculate the price elasticity of demand, what we have got? Price elasticity of demand is equal to, the formula was delta Q, what we have got in the last discussion, that is the previous discussion, delta Q by delta V into P by Q. So you put the values here. Delta Q, what we have got? Delta Q equal to minus 20. So here you put minus 20, and delta V, in place of delta P you put what here? 2. Then primary price, it is indicated by P was how much? 20. So put here 20. Then primary demand, it is indicated by Q. So sorry, this should be Q and this should be Q1. So you put here, it is how much? 100. So 100. Now make the calculation. This 10s are 20. So here it will be 10. So ultimately the value will be minus 2. So value of the price elasticity of demand is equal to minus 2. So this very simple calculation. Now what is the process? that you must remind the formula that what we have ultimately got in the previous discussion, that is EDP equal to delta Q by delta P into P by Q. So it is here the you have already found the value of the delta Q as well as delta P. Here that is primary price rupees 20, new price 22, so delta P will be 2, and then you determine the value of the delta Q, that is depending upon the value of primary demand and new demand, that is 180, this is minus 20. You place the value in the formula accordingly, and ultimately we have got minus 2 is the value of price elasticity of demand. In determining the price elasticity of demand, we have to note two important statements, that is regarding the value of the price elasticity of demand. We have got what? Minus 2 as the value of price elasticity of demand. The notable point is what? First, price elasticity of demand is a pure number that does not depend on the units in which price of the goods and quantity of the goods are measured. That means there is no specific unit in case of the price elasticity of demand. It is just a pure number. That means we need not place any unit, that is kgs, then liters, then and what different units we do not use to explain the value of the price elasticity of demand. And second notable point is what? Price elasticity of demand is always a negative number, as the demand for a good is negatively related to the price of a good. Therefore, negative sign is generally ignored. It is understood. That means it is always a negative value, because as we have got that there is an inverse relationship between price and demand for the commodity. That's why the value will be always negative, but we ignore this negative sign while we express the value of the price elasticity of demand. I think you all understood the problem, that is examples that I have taken.